BSBeavers.com here with Mike Boshi, head men's basketball coach, after a home win against Minot State. Mike, you guys were only up 5 at halftime, but came out in the second half and went a little run, and it was sort of over at that point. What was talked about at halftime? What kind of adjustments do you have to make?
Well, Minot's a good team. When we were at third place last time, they jumped on us early, and I think we battled back to maybe go up a few points at halftime. And then it was a tie game with maybe 4 minutes to go, and we kind of pulled away at the end. So, and whatever happened in the first half, I think is just because they're good. They have a ton of matchup issues that they cause for us, but I felt like we still guarded them pretty well in the first half. We didn't like ending the half the way we did with a couple turnovers that cost us and kind of got them back in the game. But executed really well in the second half. Got it inside where everybody was attacking and being really aggressive, and when you do that, a lot of good things happen, and everybody contributed. I think everybody on the team was pretty efficient, and when you're efficient as an individual, it means we're pretty good as a team. So I was glad to watch and see that.
Brock Lutes hit or misses like his first 4 shots, 0 for 3, 0 for 4 from 3, ends up scoring 30. Is it just a process of making sure he gets his touches and letting him go?
Well, he played so poorly in our last game, and he would even tell you that I think he wanted to be a little bit more aggressive tonight. It just looked that way. And when he's playing well, we're pretty good. When everybody's attacking the rim and getting it inside, we're pretty good. And so it's nice to see everybody again playing at a high level and being efficient, sharing the basketball, and doing the things that we need to do to be successful.
You guys shot about 56%. It's become the norm. Is it hard or easy to rely on 50% shooting game in, game out?
Well, it's certainly fun to watch, and it makes my job a lot easier when we shoot the ball better. But again, I think it's just a process of where we're just sharing the basketball, moving the basketball, finding open man, and taking the high percentage shots. And there's some shots that you could take and you only make 15, 20%, but there's also some shots that if you get it inside, you can make 60, 70% of them, and we're trying to do the latter.
BSBeavers.com, here's Zach Noreen, senior on the men's basketball team after a win against Minot State. Zach, you guys lost for the first time in a long time last Saturday. Is that in the back of your minds heading into this weekend, trying to start up a new run, or is it just game to game?
I think, no, with us, it's just game to game. I mean, each week we tell ourselves, don't think about the record or anything like that. Just when you win one game, just think about the next game on the next one. Don't live in the past. And I think that's the same mentality we've been having. We lost. We took it to the heart. And then about half an hour after our talk, we were like, all right, time to move on.
You guys had a 10-point lead with about a minute to go in that first half, and all of a sudden you're only up 5 at the break. What was talked about at halftime?
A lot of it, they had a lot of penetration. We were helping off shooters, which is one of the key parts. We got to know our personnel better as bigs and as guards of who we're guarding, because they have a lot of shooters. And you could tell that they were playing 4 guards out there with one post player who could drive and all that. So, I mean, the biggest problem was just they got into the hole, and then they were kicking at 3-point shooters, and that's how they got their run.
What was different in the second half? You guys went on a little run, created separation, and never looked back. I
think we were just hitting shots. I think that kind of got to them and kind of got them frustrated. I know our defense got to them too, because I could kind of hear them talking to each other. It wasn't a nice way. They're kind of angry at each other, frustrated. So I think that kind of fueled us, and that kind of hurt them a little bit.
Obviously, the back end of NSIC weekend's never easy. You have University of Mary coming in tomorrow. What do you need to do to come right back and get another win?
Well, first tonight we got to rest. I mean, that was a long game, and Mary, they're so deep, but we just got to come prepared in the morning, get our rest, come in, get rehab, take it light during shoot around, and then rest till the game time.